Welcome, everyone, to FSPN's coverage of the season opener of the 2025 Miami-Dade and South Broward High School Baseball. Today, we're coming to you from Robbie Smith Field, where not only do we have a rivalry, we have a district matchup between the Bulldogs of Braddock that are led by Harold Martinez, and the second-year coach Manny Ojeda is at the helm of the Southridge Spartans, and we ought to have a good one here today on FSPN. The broadcast today is brought to you by Coach's Corner, a complete printing service from business cards to banners, uniforms, and screen printing, all in one place near the Tamiami Airport. Call our friend Alex Diaz. And we're about to get underway here today. I can tell you the storyline, what it's going to be. It's going to be the sophomore sensation on the mound for Southridge. His name is Isaac Vidal. You may have heard the name. He was the USA team pitcher in 15 and under. And the key to the game today is to keep Manny Sanchez off the bases. He's the Nova Southeastern commit. And Mo Ojeda, Manny, the coach for Southridge, has put a lot of confidence into this sophomore to start this season opening game. He has a deep bullpen. He's got a lot of pitchers, but he put his confidence in Isaac Vidal because he's the guy that could do it for the Spartans. On the other side of the coin, Miguel Diaz is an experienced pitcher. We ought to have a good pitching duel today, and his job is to shut down this scrappy Mo Ojeda Spartan team. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back with the starting lineups and the defense coming up right after this. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field for FSPN's coverage of high school baseball 2025 spring season between two rivals, the Braddock Bulldogs and the Southridge Spartans. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties in the top of the first inning, and their strike one, the leadoff batter, Christian Fontaine, the center fielder for the Southridge Spartans. Well, I forgot to hit record in the top of the first inning, and what you missed was Isaac Vidal. 1-1 now to Fontaine. You missed Isaac Vidal have a shutdown inning. The 15 and under USA team member struck out Manny Sanchez, the Nova Southeastern University commit. And now on the mound for the Bulldogs is Miguel Diaz, and he has two strikes on the center fielder, Christian Fontaine. You didn't miss much, but you missed a lot. You missed Vidal shutting down these Bulldogs and sending them a message. That ball's low and evens the count. Here's a good look at Fontaine from the left side wearing number 4. Here's the 2-2 to the center fielder. It's taken on the inside corner for a called strike 3. There's going to be one out here for the Spartans. Strikeout looking for the leadoff batter, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Francis Garcia, who swings at the first pitch. Easy grounder to Adam Hernandez, who fires over to Sarmiento for the second out of the inning. Now batting is the left-handed hitting catcher, the sophomore sensation, Carlos Panda Gutierrez. He had a home run against J.C. Bermudez Thunder, and he swings at the first pitch. Boy, he tried to ambush Diaz with that swing. He had an Oppo home run in one of the first preseason games. And as a sophomore, he's batting number 3 in this Manny Ojeda lineup. And he holds nothing back, swinging at the second pitch. Down 0-2. Barton's trying to get something going here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning with no score. We knew it was going to be a pitcher's duel. Miguel Diaz on the mound. We'll go over the defense real quick for the Braddock Bulldogs. Michael Sanchez is the catcher. Brian Martinez is playing third base. The Nova Southeastern commit Manny Sanchez is at shortstop. Adam Hernandez at second. Andy Sarmiento at first. The 0-2 to Panda is fouled back. George Gonzalez is in left field. Marcelo Torres is in center field. And Sebastian Llamosas rounds out the outfield for the visiting Braddock Bulldogs. 2 outs, bottom of the first, no score. The 0-2 pitch to Panda is taken. It was swung at, foul ball. Panda stays alive. Left-handed batter. It's a good look at Diaz on the mound for the Bulldogs. He's a right-hander. He's facing Panda Gutierrez with 2 strikes. Swings and misses and 2 strikeouts. And that's it for the Spartans. Nothing across the board. There's no score here at Robbie Smith Field between the Bulldogs and the Spartans. And we head to the top of the 2nd inning, and you're watching FSPN.
You're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network.
Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field. You're watching FSPN, and it's a District 16 matchup between the Bulldogs of Braddock and the Southridge Spartans. And we've got what we expected, a pitcher's duel with Isaac Vidal, the sophomore sensation, on the mound. And he'll be facing Sebastian Yamosas, Marcelo Torres, and Michael Sanchez, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Braddock Bulldogs. 0-0, top of the 2nd. Vidal's filling up that strike zone. 2 quick strikes to the right fielder, Yamosas. 0-2, taken up high. Vidal just a sophomore, but he's got the rock from Manny Ojeda's Spartans on the season opener. 0-2 to Yamosas. Let's take a strike 3. There's a strikeout. That's 2nd one for Isaac Vidal.
Center field, Marcelo Torres.
It's going to bring up number 23, the center fielder, Marcelo Torres, for these Bulldogs. Right-handed batter. That one's high, and some chin music there for Marcelo. Vidal not afraid to go inside on these Bulldog hitters. 1-0, swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 out, top of the 2nd. No score here at Robbie Smith Field, home of the Spartans. Down from the modified windup. 1-1 just misses outside. 15, another Team USA member. Now he's a starting pitcher here for the Southridge Spartans, Isaac Vidal. Now ball straight back, and it rocks our cameras. It shook the fence. There's a good look at Vidal on the mound, taking a breath right now, composing himself. Marcelo Torres is the batter. That ball swung on and missed, and they're going to throw it down to first just as a formality, but that's the 3rd strikeout for Isaac Vidal, the sophomore.
Catcher, Michael Sanchez.
I'll bring up the catcher for the Bulldogs, Michael Sanchez, with 2 outs. Top of the 2nd inning, and no score here at Robbie Smith Field. Vidal wastes no time on the mound. He gets a sign from Gutierrez and fires one in there, swung on and missed by Sanchez. The 0-1 to Sanchez, taken down low. One, wow, up the stairs, and Sanchez had to back out of the box, or he would have got hit. The lights are on here. It's a beautiful night. The wind's blowing in from left center field. The ball's high, and it's a 3-1 count, a hitter's count here for Sanchez. Vidal looking for his fourth strikeout of the game and his third consecutive. 3-1. It's called strike two. Sanchez was on his way down to first base and he got called back by the home plate umpire. He said, "Ven para acá." Full count pitch. Low and away. Just got away from him there. 2-out walk for Vidal. Put Sanchez on first base.
First baseman, Andy Sarmiento.
The first baseman, Andy Sarmiento. We're going to get a courtesy runner come in for the catcher. Adrian Gonzalez is the courtesy runner. So Gonzalez will be on first base. Sarmiento batting, 2 outs, top of the second. No score from Robbie Smith Field. I'm Uncle Muggs bringing you the play-by-play in this game and the other 44 games that we have in this 2025 season. Vidal comes set. And that ball's lifted high in the right center field. Fontaine's coming over. Reyes calls for it. And Reyes makes the play with Fontaine right in front of him for the third out of the inning. So one runner left on, no runs, and we head to the bottom of the second inning here at Robbie Smith Field with no score. We'll be right back on FSP.
You're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network.
Welcome back to opening day. Southridge versus Braddock Bulldogs from Robbie Smith Field. We're at the bottom of the second inning with Jermaine Reyes swinging at the first pitch here. He's the right fielder. He's a senior. He'll be followed by Hector Colon, Lorenzo Pedroso. If anybody gets on base, it's Nico Perez. So far, it's been what we expected. A pitcher's duel, 1-1 to count. Vidal has shut down these Bulldogs so far. He's got 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. And Miguel Diaz has 2 strikeouts. That ball hit into the Spartan dugout, and everybody's okay, I guess. Got quick reactions. They had to hit the deck. There was some incoming fire there. Here's a look at the Bulldog pitcher, Miguel Diaz. I think Vidal's a big boy. The fourth batter takes up high. Defense for the Bulldogs. I'll go over that after this at bat. Swung on a chopper right at the plate at the mound. And Diaz is going to have to eat it. We're going to call that an infield hit for the right fielder, Jermaine Reyes. He hit a ball off the plate. It scooted off to the right side of the mound where Miguel Diaz, the pitcher for the Bulldogs, picked it up and he had to eat it. And now they have a runner on first base with nobody out for the third baseman, number 9, Hector Colon. Diaz from the stretch. Colon takes high for ball 1. Diaz takes a look at Reyes at first. He kicks and comes home, and that ball's hit off the wrist but foul. Evens the count at 1-1. Colon's a senior. He's the third baseman for Southridge Spartans. Here's rock set. 1-1. Swung on and missed by Colon. Bottom of the second inning, no score. Robbie Smith Field. The Spartans have a runner on first base. Their third baseman is batting, Hector Colon. No, this is not a salsa concert. He's a real third baseman. He's not the Hector Colon that we know. He's not that Hector Colon. Candyman got a laugh out of that one. Candy, though, he's the DJ here, the resident DJ. Mixing it up for the Spartans, for Spartan Nation. That's why if you come out here, you have the best pan con vite. You got some cool sounds from DJ Candy and a great baseball game. That ball's low and blocked by Sanchez. It's worth the price of admission. You get a real live DJ, you get good food and good entertainment in these scrappy Southridge Spartans. They even got Cuban coffee here, tequeños. You name it, you can gain weight here if you wanted to. Diaz edges off first. Diaz fires and that ball's lifted foul. Malone hanging tight. Let's see if head coach Vidal puts a runner in motion here. Tries to squeeze out a run early. That ball's fouled back. Runs are going to be a premium. These two pitchers are very stingy. I mean, very stingy. Isaac Vidal and Miguel Diaz are not going to give up a bunch of runs. So they got to squeeze and fight for every run here. Reyes creeps off first and draws a throw from Diaz. He gets back in time. One hit apiece for these teams. And there's a shot off to third base. Martinez goes over to second for one, and he goes to first, but he's not in time. Nice stretch by Sarmiento. A good turn by Hernandez at second. But they're only going to get one out. They're going to get Reyes at second. Now they just call the runner out because Reyes interfered with the play at second base. And they're calling the runner to first, Hector Colon. They're going to call him out as well. Coach Mike Hernandez is having some words with the first base umpire right now. And Manny Ojeda's talking to the home plate umpire to get everything straightened out. 2 outs now, just like that. He races both base runners. Got to protect the fielders nowadays. You can't run into them and cause any injuries. This is going to bring up Lorenzo Pedroso. He's the first baseman. Nobody out and 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning here at Robbie Smith Field. Pedroso's a big boy, right-handed batter. Diaz working from the stretch. That one's taken in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1. 1-1 swung on, foul ball. A pitcher's duel, nothing but goose eggs so far. 1 hit each team. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Diaz comes set, throws one into dirt, gets away from Sanchez. That'll even the count 2-2. Diaz looking for a strikeout. Shakes his head yes. He got his sign from Sanchez, and here's the 2-2. Just outside. It's going to fill up the count. Just missed with that pitch. The 3-2 pitch swung on, fouled at the plate. Just got a piece of it. And we'll do a 3-2 all over again. Sarmiento's coming in to talk to his pitcher Diaz. Just gives him a 5 and just walks back. Showing some signs of support for his pitcher. Robbie told him, go get him. 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Diaz's pitch is swung on. And that's strike 3, another strikeout. That's strikeout number 3 for Diaz. Nobody is left on. No score from Robbie Smith Field, and we're heading to the top of the third inning, and you're watching FSPN. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field. 16 matchup between the Braddock Bulldogs and the Southridge Spartans. We have a 0-0 game, top of the third inning. So far, the story has been Miguel Diaz, the pitcher for the Bulldogs, and here is Isaac Vidal, the sophomore. First pitch swing is Sarmiento. Just what we expected on a beautiful night for baseball. The 0-1 outside for ball one. It evens the count at 1-1. Sarmiento is the ninth batter. Adam Hernandez is on deck. He's the leadoff. And then it's Brian Martinez and Manny Sanchez. And there's a strike taken. Vidal with some good movement on that fastball. Some great velocity. He does take his time up there. Once he gets his sign from Panda, he's all go. 1-2 in the dirt. Good block by Gutierrez. Sarmiento, the DH. Big boy from the right side, wearing number 30. And down from the modified windup. The 2-2 in the dirt. It's going to fill up the count again. Umpire checks the ball. He says it's okay. Gives it to Panda. Panda throws it over to Vidal. And the count is full here. A 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that's strikeout number 4 for Isaac Vidal.
Second baseman, Adam Hernandez.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Adam Hernandez, who has the only hit for the Bulldogs in the first inning. Opened up with a base hit. Now they got everything straightened out. A few final words. Maeda talks to his infield. Vidal comes set. And the first pitch is outside for Hernandez. Up high for 2 balls, no strikes. 4 strikeouts for the young right-hander, Vidal. There's one right down the middle. 2-1 now the count. These Bulldogs are going to be at Pace, Westminster, Monsignor Pace tomorrow, Wednesday. This is the season opener, but they're playing again tomorrow. That ball's low. Make the count 3-1 with 1 out. Vidal kicks and 3-1 is taken inside. And again, these Bulldog batters are trying to show up the umpire and walk into first base before the pitch is called and throwing their bat. And the Blues not going to have any of that. And he called that a strike. That was borderline showing up the blue there. And you can't do that. You can't disrespect the umpires. You wait till the call's made and take your base if it's given to you. The 3-2. A little low, just missed. Wow, Vidal really wanted that one. You can tell by his reaction, he's not a very emotional guy, but he really wanted that pitch. And here comes pitching coach Ivan Pelias to have a talk with his young right-hander. Probably the biggest game of his career right now. I mean, he did play for the USA team, 15 and under, and there's a lot of pressure in that. There's a lot of eyes watching you. And now he's in the big show here, Miami-Dade County baseball. This is no joke. These are good teams. These are rivals. These are district rivals. Pelias comes out of the field, and he's going to leave the right-hander in there. Vidal's ready. Brian Martinez is ready. He's the third baseman. We're in high number 70. Looks like an offensive lineman. Vidal's from the stretch. Swing and a miss by Martinez. 1 out and a runner on first base. At the top of the third inning, we have no score here at Robbie Smith Field. Vidal, the sophomore, comes set. Fires in a little short ground ball. It's cut off by Colon. Nice play. Goes over to Perez. Perez over to Sarmiento for a double play. And look at the Spartans pour out of the dugout to celebrate the double play, and that's going to end the inning. The Bulldogs leave 1. They get no runs. We head to the bottom of the third inning, and we're scoreless here at Robbie Smith Field, and you're watching FSPN. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, home of the Spartans, where we have a good one between the crosstown rivals, the Braddock Bulldogs, as Nico Perez fouls up the first pitch. The Braddock Bulldogs came into Robbie Smith Field to face these young Spartans, led by Manny Ojeda, scrappy bunch, just turned a great double play, go long through one over to Nico, and Nico's now batting. No score, bottom of the third inning, and we knew this was going to be a pitcher's duel. You got the right-hander, the sophomore Isaac Vidal, pumping strikes. Miguel Diaz is doing the same. And the 1-1 to Nico, swung on it, fouled back. Nothing but goose eggs, zeros all across the board. Jermaine Reyes got on base the last inning for the Spartans with an infield hit. And then there was a controversial double play. They called him out. They called Colon out. Here's the 1-1 to Nico. It's up high. Evens the count at 2. And the very last half inning, a beautiful double play turned by the Spartans. The 2-2 to Perez inside almost hits him. Going to bring the count full. And this is just what the Spartans needed. They needed some traffic on the bases. No one better than Nico Perez. Here's a good look at Nico there. Oh, that one got rung up again. These batters are running out of the box. They're showing up the umpires, and the umpires are having none of that. So a strikeout for Nico Perez looking. No score here in the bottom of the third inning at Robbie Smith Field, home of the Spartans. Miguel Diaz is still the pitcher. He deals, and that falls a strike. These batters are running out of the batter's box before the umpire makes the call. Nice framing there by Miguel Sanchez, the catcher. That ball could have been a couple inches outside the plate, but he worked it back in. Worked it enough to convince the umpire. It's no balls and 2 strikes to the DH. Here's the 0-2 swung on and fouled straight back. Nice crowd on hand. Spartan Nation always represents. They're playing football, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, badminton, whatever it is. They show up for their Spartans. There's one that's lifted to the right side of the infield, popped up. Hernandez goes back on it. The second baseman calls it right in front of Moses for the second out. I'll let a fly ball to second base for 2, and it's going to bring up the last batter for the Spartans, the left fielder Alfred Williams. Bottom of the third, no score here at Spartan Field. Spartan Nation. 2 outs, 1 strike to the batter, Alfred Williams. He's a junior left fielder. Takes that one to even the count, 1-1. Williams gets on. It's the first batter, the leadoff batter, Christian Fontaine. Here's the 0-2 and swung on and missed. And that's the 5th strikeout for Miguel Diaz. Oh, no, sorry, only 2 strikes. My bad. I haven't been drinking, I don't think. There's one outside. Now he better strike out because I already wrote it in the book and it's in pen. I can't erase it. I don't have any whiteout either. Sorry, Alfred. All right, here's the 2-2 to the left fielder Williams. And just missed on the outside corner. Now the count's full. I may need some whiteout. Here's the payoff pitch. And there, he struck out. Sorry about that, Alfred. That's the 3rd out. Nothing across the board. We have no scores. We head to the top of the 4th inning here at Robbie Smith Field, and you're watching FSPN. It's a strikeout for Sanchez. Gutierrez throws down to first base, and that's twice that Sanchez strikes out here in the top of the 4th inning. We have no score. 1 out. And we'll bring up the 4th batter. The left fielder for the Bulldogs, it's Jorge Gonzalez. He grounded to 3rd his last time out. Beautiful night for baseball it turned out to be here at Robbie Smith Field. So far, a great pitching matchup, great defense. Vidal short hops one in there for a ball. Vidal with 5 strikeouts so far. There's a strike. Miguel Diaz 5 strikeouts so far for the Bulldogs. 1-1, and it's grounded over to Perez on 2 hops. He backs up on it, now fires across to Sarmiento for the second out of the inning. Nice play by Nico Perez. He had to gauge that ball on a tricky hop off the grass, in between the grass and the clay. Came up with it cleanly and across to Sarmiento. Now there's 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. It's going to bring up Sebastian Yamoses. He's the right fielder. First pitch swing off the plate for a strike. Vidal using all of the plate, making him chase there. He settled in. There was a couple batters there where he let go a couple balls a little high. And now he seemed to get into the groove now. And he's a quick worker. He gets the ball back from Panda, gets his sign, he's ready to go once again. It's a 1-1 to the Moses, and it almost hits him. Sophomore is not afraid to challenge these batters inside. I don't care if they're seniors or juniors. Vidal's ready, and he's not scared of these guys. There's one upstairs that he may have overthrown a little bit. Maybe the adrenaline's getting to him here. So he takes a break, goes to the rosin bag, takes a breather, peeks over to his pitching coach, Ivan Pelaez, who gives him some words of encouragement. And he hops back on the mound. 3-1 to Sebastian, swung on and missed it. He's a batter. Vidal does not give up any at-bat on any pitch. With 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning, he's looking for his 6th strikeout of the game. Sebastian calls timeout. Gutierrez and Vidal getting together on the signs. Now they finally agree on something. Here comes the payoff pitch. Taken for strike 3 on the outside corner. Isaac Vidal. We'll be right back. No score here from Robbie Smith Field. You're watching Miami-Dade and Broward County High School Baseball on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram for a list of upcoming events. And every Sunday, it's Inside the Park, the weekly recap show with your hosts, Chappie Castillo and Uncle Muggs. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field for the 2025 Miami-Dade and Broward High School baseball game. And we have a great one. I mean, a really, really great game between the Braddock Bulldogs and the Spartans. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. Sophomore sensation Isaac Vidal has 6 strikeouts. Diaz for the Bulldogs has 5 strikeouts. And the batter now is the leadoff center fielder, the junior Christian Fontaine, batting from the left side. Bottom of the 4th, no score. One and 0 almost hits Fontaine. Diaz with the 1-1, swung on foul. Two balls and 1 strike. If you ever make your way out here to Robbie Smith Field, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the cool sounds of DJ Candy. 1 inning, you'll have rock, then you'll have to Lindo Merengue. That ball's inside. Another inning, you'll have an old school salsa. You never know what you're going to get. It's a nice mix. There's good food. It's a great game. It's $5, folks. I don't know what you're doing, but you should be right here at Robbie Smith Field. It went up to $7, inflation and all that. The Spartans get the leadoff runner on. You can feel the tension here. I mean, you can kind of feel it. The fans are getting into it. There's a lot of chanting going on. There's a lot of, Screaming, not in a bad way, but everybody's supporting their team. The Spartans are wearing
Shortstop,
red shirts with the black pants, with the red stripes on them. Some new uniforms that Manny got for him. And the Bulldogs are wearing their solid blue with the white stripes running down the pants. Martinez is in on the grass. That ball's inside for a strike. Looked a little inside to me. Fontaine on first. It'll bring up the Puerto Rican sensation, Francis Garcia, the pride of Bayamon. Squares to bunt, and he does a nice one over to Martinez at first, and his only play is over to Sarmiento. Sarmiento throws to second, but Fontaine is back in time. And Garcia does his job. He gets a runner over to second. It's going to bring up the third stick, Carlos Gutierrez. One of your most consistent batters up, the left-handed hitting catcher, Carlos Gutierrez. You got a speedster in the center fielder, Christian Fontaine, and that could be a recipe for a run here. And the first ball swinging. Gutierrez just missed that one. He wanted to ambush Diaz on that one. Fastball, first ball, fastball swinging. Here's a better look at Panther from the left side. Nice balanced stance. Swings at that one. Gutierrez is not shy. He doesn't keep the bat on his shoulder. He's out there to hit. Look at Fontaine on second base. There's your batter, Panda. Umpire calls time. I think the batter called time. It's the season opener, but it is a district game. It's a team that you might face in the regionals. 1-1 is swung on and lifted to left field. Gonzalez is camped out under it. Fontaine will go back. That'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the right field, Reyes. Reyes, the right fielder, steps in. One of the few seniors, only 3 seniors on this Spartan team. He's a no-nonsense guy. Not a lot of words. He just comes out here and means business. So if you throw something near the plate, you expect it to come right back at you. Spartans with a chance to score here. The wheel play, nobody there. Fontaine gets back. Now Sanchez is coming over to. It's a ball inside of Reyes. Jermaine Reyes, the senior right fielder for most Spartans. Swings mightily at that one. Took a big hack at that Diaz fastball. Evens the count at 1-1 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, there's no score, but the Spartans have a runner in scoring position in the likes of Christian Fontaine. 1-1 to Reyes is taken low. Diaz gets his sign from the catcher Sanchez. The 2-1 pitch, taken. Wow, that was a tough pitch to let go. Reyes had a good pitch to hit there, and he let that one go by. Now the 2-2 with 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Inside for all 3, we have a full count now for to the 4th batter, Jermaine Reyes. Sanchez calls quick time. Umpire breaks up that meeting real quick. And doesn't stop bringing you all the good games. We're going to have the Battle of the Birds down in South Dade. Miami Springs against Southwest, but right here we have a 0-0 ball game. The 3-2 pitch swung on a miss, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. The Spartans lead 1. There's no score. We head to the top of the 5th inning here at Robbie Smith Field, and you're watching FSPN.
Hey, gentlemen, cut it out.
You're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network.
Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, where things are getting heated. We have a 6A District 16 baseball game between the Braddock Bulldogs and the home team, the Southridge Spartans. And after that,
It's a field.
a lot of chirping going on.
Several tours.
But let's get down to business. It's the top of the 5th inning. Isaac Vidal is still in the game, and I don't think anything's going to rock him. This kid's demeanor means business. He's focused. He's zoned in. He closes everything around him, and he just focuses on the catcher's mitt. First pitch is taken high. For the Bulldogs, it's Marcelo Torres, the center fielder. He'll be followed by Michael Sanchez. Then it's Andy Sarmiento, and he'll be followed by his brother Adam Sarmiento. Quickly, 2 balls to the batter. And the Panda goes out and talks to Isaac Vidal. Here's a look at that Spartan team. There's Team USA member Vidal. A swing and a miss there by Torres. An inside pitch. The 2-1 swung on and hit foul to even the count. Both of these teams belong to District 16 of the 6A class. It's the Braddock Bulldogs, of course, the Spartans, and it's the Firebirds, the Homestead Broncos, Borough Park Rams. Here's the 2-2, and it's swung on and grounder foul to the left side by the Bulldog dugout. We're at the top of the 5th inning with no score. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Isaac Vidal. 7 strikeouts.
Catcher. Michael Sanchez.
We'll bring up the catcher, Michael Sanchez, wearing number 24. And I interviewed Isaac Vidal earlier this year in a player's spotlight right here at Southridge. First pitch is taken high for a ball. And he was real confident about his outings, and he was looking to have a few 8 or 9 strikeout games, he told me. Right now he's got 7. One out here, top of the 5th inning. No score from Robbie Smith Field. 1-1 swung on, missed by Sanchez. Now looking for his 8th strikeout of the game. He bears down. He gets his sign from Panda. He kicks and deals, and that one's in the dirt. 2-2. Vidal now taking his time. He was working a little quicker, but now he seems to be stepping off after every other pitch just to compose himself. The young man's a sophomore, but he's not letting the moment get any bigger than him. And there's one rifled, and if it stays fair, it's trouble, but it's just foul down the left field line. Sanchez got around on a Vidal fastball and just roped it about 5 feet off the line. If that would have dropped in, Alfred Williams would have been on his horse chasing that one down. One out, top of the 5th. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted a Fontaine in center field. He goes back at first. Now he's camped out under it. And he'll make the easy play for the second out of the inning. Christian Fontaine. First baseman for the Bulldogs.
First baseman.
Andy Sarmiento. 2 outs, top of the 5th. There's a curveball from Vidal over for a strike. Seven strikeouts so far for the sophomore. And that one comes straight back. The fence wasn't here. I would have had to make a play on that one. Hey, don't laugh. 1985 all-defense first team right here from Cole Park. I'll catch anything. In fact, that was the first one to catch COVID. Nothing gets by me. That ball swung on foul. Kind of rocked the FSPN cameras a little bit. All right, who do we send the bill to? Vidal steps off again. You know, he's like a golfer when he's looking at a putt. He steps back, he analyzes it a little bit. He doesn't rush into anything. Here's the 0-2. And there's strikeout number 8. And that's out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning with no score. And your Spartans are coming up to bat. And you're watching FSPN. You're watching Miami-Dade and Broward County High School Baseball on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram for a list of upcoming events. And every Sunday, it's Inside the Park, the weekly recap show with your host, Chappie Castillo and Uncle Muggs. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, where we have a scoreless game between the Braddock Bulldogs and the home team, the Spartans of Southridge. Up to bat are number 5, 6, and 7 for the Spartans. Hector Colon, who just got a ball from Diaz up high, followed by Lorenzo Pedroso. It'll be Nico Perez, Justin Cruz, and then Alfred Williams to round out the batting order. That evens the count at 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's been a pitcher's duel so far. The story's been Isaac Vidal, 8 strikeouts. And there's a ground ball to Manny Sanchez, and he boots it. The Nova commit. Let that ball play him off the heel. And they're going to have their first base runner of the bottom of the 5th inning. Colon gets on base by way of an error. Pedroso swings at the first pitch, and that's, if he has room, he could catch it. Moses is making his way to the fence, and he runs out of room. Just a big strike. You heard right. Hector Colon is on first base, and this is not La Fania All-Stars or anything like that. This is a real Hector Colon, the baseball player. Lorenzo Pedroso is your batter. Nico Perez is on deck. Pedroso struck out his last time up. Miguel Diaz from the stretch. Takes low for a ball. 1-1 to Pedroso. Swung on and missed. A little bit high out of the strike zone.
On the right side, kid.
Throw over to first, not in time. Malone gets back easy. One ball, 2 strikes in the dirt to even the count at 2-2. Let's see if Manny Ojeda digs into his strategy toolbox here in the bottom of the 5th and pulls out maybe a hit and run or a straight seal. Colon's got that sliding mitt on. He stays, and that one's hit over the mound. Slowly hit. Caught by Hernandez, who fires over, and a great play by Sarmiento, who picks it at first base. Runner moves over to second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Second baseman Nico Perez. Nico struck out looking his last time up. Takes a peek at Ojeda over at third base coach's box.
Come on, dude.
Nico Perez stands in the box now. Colon's on second. Wow, that curveball almost hits him. Nico got out of the way of that one. Runs have been at a premium here. Almost non-existent, or they have been non-existent. We don't have any runs. Great pitching duel. Perez calls time. He steps out of the box. Diaz kicks and deals, and that one's fouled off. Strike 1. And even the count. Nico Perez, the junior. Almost all of them are juniors for the Spartans. We only have 3 seniors on this year's team. I expect good things in the future for these Spartans. And wow, now he gets drilled right in the middle of the back. Take a look at that one again. Pitching coach Jeff Lara, head coach is Harold Martinez. The Spartans have runners on first and second. Dead ball hit by pitch to Nico Perez. Hector Colon got sacrificed over by Lorenzo. First pitch is high to the DH Justin Cruz. He'll be followed by Alfred Williams. And then it's the top of the lineup with Christian Fontaine. Diaz takes a peek at Colon, and now he comes home. That's a called strike by the umpire. Manny Ojeda really needs the bottom of the lineup now to come through to recycle here. 1-1 curveball taken inside and low. Diaz is not super overpowering, but he's got 2 or 3 pitches that he can dominate very well. He's been very effective today. And now called by Cruz. He steps out for a second, gets a breather. Only 2 hits. No score. Bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out, 2 runners on for the Spartans. 1-1 is swung on, maybe a little off the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes to the count to the batter, the DH Justin Cruz. He's also a junior. That one's taken a little bit high. Ahorita regañaron, ¿no? Ha hecho un delincuente lo que tuve. Full count to the DH Justin Cruz. Trying to squeeze out a run here. Bottom of the 5th. Swings through that one for strike 3. Out number 2. We'll bring it back for Williams. And I missed that. Was there a pickoff attempt? Well, thank goodness for instant replay. After the strikeout, the catcher, Sanchez, fired behind the runner. And Manny Sanchez came behind him and was able to tag the runner for a double play. It was to strike him out, throw him out. And that's going to end the bottom of the 5th inning. Field and the Braddock Bulldogs are up to bat. You're watching FSPN.
You're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network.
Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, where it's a scoreless game as we head to the top of the 6th inning between the Braddock Bulldogs and the home team, the Spartans. We've got a testy game here. Both teams are chirping at each other. The story here has been the sophomore, Isaac Vidal, starts off with a strike. He'll face Adam Sarmiento. He's the last batter, and then the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs. It's Adam Hernandez, Brian Martinez, and then it's the Nova commit, Manny Sanchez. Strike 2 quickly to the DH, Adam Sarmiento. That last inning ended a little bit wild after a strikeout to Justin Cruz. The catcher, Sanchez, threw behind the runner. That one's fouled back. He was able to double him up. After that, the Braddock Bulldog bench just went crazy. Another scores around the league. Hialeah Gardens Gladiators beat the Westland Hialeah Wildcats 5-1. Ball's taken outside. The American Patriots beat Slam Academy 9-1. Miami Sunset Knights 10. The Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack 8. That misses inside. And the Count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our evens at 2. Batter calls time. And the JC Bermuda's Thunder won their first game of the season 5-1 over the Goldman Gators. And I know that was one of Chappie's teams that he was keeping his eye on. Here's the 2-2 to Sarmiento. Checks the swing. That's another strikeout for Vidal. 8 strikeouts. Sorry, I have 10. 10 strikeouts.
Hernandez.
That'll bring up the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs, number 17, the second baseman, Adam Hernandez. Another scores around the league. The South Miami Cobras beat Mater Bay 3-1. Strike 1 swinging. Top of the 6th inning, no score, only 2 hits. There's another strike called. Gables Cavaliers beat Palmer Trinity 10-6. And the Coral Shores Hurricanes and Amaury Sanchez's Terra Wolves played to a 3-3 tie. Is that hockey or baseball? The Vipers win their second consecutive game. This one was 1-0 against the Breezy Boys. West Broward Bobcats. Still waiting for some scores to come in. Killian is playing. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11. Sorry, I cut myself off. Killian was playing Stoneman Douglas. That's 10 strikeouts. Things are getting testy here. Howard Martinez, the head coach for the Bulldogs, is talking to the home plate umpire. So with 2 outs, top of the 5th, top of the 6th inning. Brings up the third baseman, Brian Martinez. Quickly, strike swinging. This sophomore doesn't play around. He's the boss on the mound. Kid don't play. Isaac Vidal. Maybe the adrenaline got to him on that one. 10 strikeouts, double-digit strikeouts for Team USA and for Cutler Ridge. Southridge. That one's roped. If it stays foul, it's trouble. And that one falls in there. It could be extra bases. Martinez goes for second. Williams goes all the way to the corner. And Harold Martinez has to hold him up. And there's a 2-out double for the third baseman, Brian Martinez. We're going to take a quick break right here. Manny Ojeda's going to come out and talk to Vidal. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls him. He's got everything that he's asked from his sophomore. 10 strikeouts, 5 innings against a formidable district opponent. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes the ball from Vidal. We'll be right back after this. Talk about confidence in someone. Head coach Manny Ojeda just came out and talked to his sophomore. And he says, listen, the game's on the line, but I'm going to leave the ball in your hand because I believe in you and I confide in you and you're going to get the job done. That's confidence. That's how you build a team. That's how a team rallies around you. And Isaac Vidal is living up to that moment right now. This ball's in the dirt. This is the Nova commit. This is the matchup that we were waiting for. Vidal got to him the first 2 at-bats with strikeouts. Each time up. One is swung on and a chopper just foul. And I tell you, things are getting a little testy here. They have been for the last couple of innings. Now comes set. Takes a peek at Martinez, and that ball's hit softly in front of the plate, in front of the mound. Vidal comes over. He fires over to first base, and he gets the third out. Pedroso kept his foot on the bag, and he got him to ground out for a 1-3. And we'll be right back with no score here at Robbie Smith Field. You're watching FSPN. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, home of the Spartans, where we have a great matchup, the District 16 matchup. And right away, Alfred Williams, the last batter for the Spartans, who's up to bat, who's fouled one back. Had a pretty good pitching duel here. The story of this game has been Mr. USA, Isaac Vidal, 10 strikeouts. Alfred Williams, the last batter, will be Christian Fontaine. After him, then it's Francis Garcia and the Panda Gutierrez. Diaz is still on the mound for the Braddock Bulldogs, and we have no score at the bottom of the 6th inning. Alfred Williams. Two 2-1 pitch to Williams. Almost got a piece of it. That's going to go 3-1. And if he walks Williams, it's going to be the second consecutive inning where the Spartans get the leadoff batter on. That one just caught the inside corner to fill up the count. Diaz has been very effective. Nice live fastball. Here's the payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout, first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Christian Fontaine. Batting from the left side, it's the center fielder, the junior, Christian Fontaine. They're trying to get something started here for the Spartans. He takes the first ball low. Copy. Mario, hey. Tell Weber. Here's the 1-1 to the center fielder, and it's taken for a ball. Close, didn't miss by much. That goes 2-1. Strike 3 call again. Christian Fontaine has got caught looking twice tonight. Francis Garcia is the batter. He's the shortstop. Takes that one high for ball 2. Runs are at a premium here. Diaz steps off the mound, gets a little stretch. Now he's going to get a talking to from the catcher, Michael Sanchez. 2-0, taken up high, 3-0. And the Spartans can use a base runner here. Folks, I'm having the best tequeño I've ever eaten in my life. Crispy, golden, crunchy outside, cheesy, gooey in the middle. And there's ball 4. Tequeños bring you luck. In the box now from the left side, it's the catcher, number 22, Carlos Gutierrez. Takes the ball high. Gutierrez flied out to left field his last time up, and he grounded to second. Garcia bluffed like he was going to second. I don't know if that distracted Diaz any. 2-0 pitch to Panda's taken high for ball 3. Incredible game so far. Pitcher's duel. 3 hits. There's a strike to Panda. 3 hits combined. Diaz looking to pull something down the line, maybe over the first baseman's head and down where somewhere where Garcia can use his speed. Swung at that one a little bit outside of the strike zone. All the Bulldogs are on the top step of the dugout. They're asking for a strikeout. There goes Garcia, hit and run. Come on. Garcia with excellent speed at first.
Let's go get him.
He'll be running on this pitch. Man that can find a gap somewhere. Garcia can score from first easily. Gutierrez had a home run in a preseason game at JC Bermuda's. He went oppo, showing his power, and then he hit a double. Starting the year off right. Here he is with an opportunity. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, no score. The payoff pitch taken inside for ball 4. Garcia cruises standing up. And a walk to first. It'll bring up Jermaine Reyes. Diaz takes a peek at Garcia. Reyes takes a strike on the outside corner. I saw Reyes at a showcase event for Merv Melendez earlier in the winter over at San Brendan's, and he was hitting the ball all over the place. Good power to all fields. Slightly open stance. Diaz kicks, and the 0-1 is grounded to Adam Hernandez at second. He bobbles it a little bit, now comes up with it. Sarmiento digs it out for the 3rd out of the inning. The Spartans leave 2 on. There's still no runs. We head to the top of the 7th with no score from Robbie Smith Field, and you're watching FSPN. You're watching Miami-Dade and Broward County High School Baseball on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram for a list of upcoming events. And every Sunday, it's Inside the Park, the weekly recap show with your host, Chappie Castillo and Uncle Muggs. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, home of the Southridge Spartans. Boy, we've got a good one here. No score. Top of the 7th inning between the Bulldogs and the home team, the Spartans. The story here has been Isaac Vidal making his first start of the season as a sophomore. Already 10 strikeouts, 2 hits, and no runs. He's facing George Gonzalez here, the left fielder. 1-1 the count to Gonzalez. He'll be followed by the right fielder, Yamoses. Then the center fielder, Marcelo Torres. Here's the 1-1 pitch. One hopped in there. Manny Ojeda's riding his horse all the way to the finish line. Two, 1. A little high. I'm sure that Coach Ojeda and Coach Ivan Pelaez are keeping a close eye on Vidal. Any sign of trouble, and they're going to take the sophomore out of there. He looks into Gutierrez for a sign. The 3-1 is taken for a strike. Looked like it was a little bit off the plate, but Gonzalez was already walking down the line. That's been the story of this game. The batters are leaving the batter's box before the umpire can make the call, and the umpire looks at that as like a disrespect. Says, get back in the box. It's 3-2. Payoff pitch from Vidal. And that one's down low and walks him. Couldn't have missed by much. Bulldogs get a leadoff runner on here in the top of the 7th. And I told you the leash was short because here comes pitching coach Ivan Pelaez for a talk and a full-out meeting on the mound. And We'll be right back with the result of this meeting. I was wrong in predicting that pitching coach Ivan Pelaez was going to remove Vidal. He leaves him in there. He's going to pitch to Sebastian Yamosas, the big right fielder, with a runner on, George Gonzalez. Nobody out. Gonzalez squares the bunt. He takes a strike over the outside corner. Wow, no score. What a game. A real pitcher's duel. Maloney's in on the grass at third. Perez and Garcia are double play depth. He squares the bunt again, and he takes that one inside for a ball. Spartans had a wheel play going on there where Garcia was coming over to cover third. Nico would cover second on that. Escalon was charging hard. Gonzalez on first, no outs. Moses squares, fires over to first base for a pickoff attempt. I'm telling you, eso es altito. Pick up. Now, Vidal picks it up and fires over to first base for the sure out. The runner's going to advance to second. Gonzalez goes to second. Moses sacrifices a bunt. And it's going to bring up the center fielder, Marcelo Torres, who has struck out twice today. I mean, who hasn't struck out? Isaac Vidal has struck out everybody except the valet parking attendant. He struck out almost every Braddock Bulldog. 10 strikeouts for the Team USA 15 and under star. Now he's a Spartan. First pitch to Torres with one out. Swung on. Low strike. Looked like a curveball. Marcelo looking to cash in here for the Bulldogs. Top of the seventh, no score. Now comes Seth. 0-1 inside to even the count. Not sure what the pitch count is. Neither pitcher has gotten into any trouble. Some help by a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. Here's the 1-1 to Torres. Swung on and missed. Another curveball. Vidal mixing it up a little bit. It was fastball heavy the first couple of innings. But now he's taking a little off of these pitches, keeping the Bulldogs off balance. There's a look at Gonzalez on second base with one out. Top of the seventh inning in a 0-0 ball game. Right-handed batting Torres against the right-hander Vidal. The 1-2 swung on and hit the right field. If it drops down, it's a hit. But Reyes is there. It goes off of his glove and it rolls all the way to the fence. He could have had that. That's going to score a run. Reyes looked like he could have caught that ball. Bulldogs are celebrating. There's going to be a pitching change here. We're going to come back after these messages. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, home of the Spartans, where we have a pitching change. Starter Isaac Vidal. Can't close the book on him yet because the runner on second, Marcelo Torres, belongs to him. But the sophomore in his first start of the season had 10 strikeouts. A marvelous performance, and now we're going to take a look at the junior left-hander. It's big Amari Davis. He's got a live fastball, good changeup. He's been working on a curve. I've been watching him on social media, and he's really taken to these workout routines. A couple more warm-up pitches here for Amari Davis. I want to mention that this broadcast has been brought to you by the Coach's Corner, a complete printing service from business cards to banners, shirts, uniforms, and screen printing. And all in one place near the Tamiami Airport. Call our friend Alex Diaz for all of your printing needs, and that's the Coach's Corner. Amari Davis steps in. He inherits the runner on second. Great outing by Isaac Vidal. Can't ask for much more out of your starting pitcher. 6 1/3, 10 strikeouts. First pitch from Davis is low and away. Good catch there by Gutierrez. One out, runner on second. 1-0 in favor to the visiting Bulldogs of Braddock. Inside, an excellent block by Gutierrez behind the plate. We'll go out and talk to, probably tell him, listen, settle down, big guy. We need you to throw strikes here, and we need you to be around the plate and give us a chance when we come to bat to tie this or maybe take the lead. Batter Michael Sanchez, the catcher, he walked his first time up, and he flied out to center field. Here's the 2-0 to Sanchez. Taken right down the middle for strike one. So whatever Panda told him worked. We should walk out there every pitch. Fontaine shading to the right side a little bit in center field. He's low and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Alfred Williams is in left field. He's shaded over a little bit towards center. They're not playing Sanchez to pull that much, so there's a lot of room behind the third baseman if Sanchez can get around here on Amari Davis. To Sanchez is taken inside. It gets away from Gutierrez. Torres is going to go to third. Sanchez is going to get a free pass. Amari Davis can find the play, just threw 1 strike in that at bat. That's going to bring up Andy Sarmiento. He's the first baseman. Struck out his last time up. And there's a bunt right back at Davis. Only one way to go, and that's the first baseman. He throws it off the base. But what a play by Lorenzo Pedroso to get back on the bag. Davis had a play at home. Take a look at that bunt again. He would have been safe at home, but he threw it high to first base. Pedroso was able to climb the ladder and grab that and come back and touch the bag. But nevertheless, another run scores for the visiting Bulldogs and make it 2-0, and they're making things difficult for these Spartans to come back. Sack bunt by Andy Sarmiento brings up his brother, Adam Sarmiento. First pitch inside, taken for a ball. Two outs, Michael Sanchez. Actually, Gonzalez is the pinch runner at second base. Another ball in the dirt by Davis. Davis struggling to find the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. 2 runs have scored already. Count goes to 3-1. Doesn't want to face the top of the lineup. He's got to get Sarmiento here and get some momentum back on the Spartan side if they want to tie this game or maybe go ahead. Garcia right behind the runner. Gonzalez at second. Here's the 3-1, and it's a strike ball. Full count now to Adam Sarmiento, the DH for the Bulldogs. A well-coached team. Harold Martinez, he was a UM standout himself, played at Braddock, now is coaching at Braddock. Payoff pitch, swung on and lifted to the right side. Reyes with a chance, he comes in on it, now goes back. He's camped out, he makes the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Bulldogs strand 1 and they get 2, and we're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning, 2-0 in favor of the visiting Bulldogs. And you're watching FSPN. Welcome back to Robbie Smith Field, home of the Southridge Spartans, where we have a great game between the Bulldogs and this home team, the Spartans, who've been battling. It's 2-0 at the bottom of the 7th inning. The Spartans will send up to bat. 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Hector Colon, Lorenzo Pedroso, and Nico Perez to try to get a run here against Eduardo Chaveria, who's been called to close the door. Harold Martinez has called him in to get 3 outs and to get the W for Miguel Diaz, who pitched an excellent game. Chaveria, the senior side armor. Two balls, no strikes. Chaveria pitching from the stretch.
Come on.
Hector Colon is the batter. He's the third baseman. He's the senior, one of the few seniors on this team. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a good look at Colon. Chaveria comes set. The 2-1 is high. 3-1. Definitely hitter's count now. What the Spartans need right here is a base runner and put some pressure on it, Chaveria. And on this Bulldog defense. 3-1. And fill up the count. Crowd's really into it. Spartan Nation always shows up for these games. 3-2 inside and snubbed. Hit to third base. Martinez is going to have a tough play. Throws across. Sarmiento cannot pick it. And the Spartans are going to have the first base runner at the bottom of the 7th inning on a throwing error from the third baseman, Brian Martinez. The batter for the Spartans is Lorenzo Pedroso. Let's see if Manny Ojeda plays for a bunt for 1 inning. I mean, for 1 run. He's going to let Pedroso swing the bat. Hector Colon is on first base. Lorenzo Pedrosa is the batter. Junior takes that one low for a strike call by the umpire.
Have you called it? Yeah.
Nobody out, bottom of the 7th. The Spartans are down 2 to the Bulldogs, and they need another base runner. Tying run is at the plate right now. Pedroso singles to left field. Solid base hit. Pedroso. The Spartans really needed that. Just to pick up the crowd and get the momentum back on their side. His runners on second and first base. Nico Perez steps in. Squares to bunt. He misses that one. The throwback. It gets by. It gets by Manny. Hector was sliding, so he didn't see the ball get away. A pickoff attempt by Sanchez. Nico never hit the ball. So Pedroso stayed on first. It's going to be just a strike. For all that turmoil, it was a strike. Now he squares the button. He takes that one low. Even the count at 1-1. So there was a pickoff attempt. Sanchez threw to second base. It got under Manny Sanchez's glove, and it allowed Hector Colon to make it to third base. Need a base hit here. That ball's taken high. Brian Martinez, the third baseman for the Bulldogs, is really crashing in on that play. He was inside Nico's left pocket there before the pitch was thrown. Square to bunt again. He misses that one. And now Nico has 2 strikes, 2 balls. Wouldn't be advisable to bunt again, so he's going to have to swing the bat here and make something happen. Third baseman for the Bulldogs is in on the grass. Second baseman Nico Perez hits that one, skies it up in the air. Sarmiento looks over, runs out of room. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. You wanted good baseball, and you got it. A 2-0 game, bottom of the 7th inning, no outs. The home team is up in their last at-bats. Runners in the corners, nobody out. And this young Spartan team is showing their grit right here. Pinch runner came in to run for Pedroso, and there's a ground ball hit to Manny Sanchez at shortstop. He ranges to his right to get one, throws across, and Sarmiento can't pick it up. They're going to get one run on an errant throw by Adam Sanchez trying to turn two. One run. That was the DH Justin Cruz. He's a junior, race number 8. Nico Perez, second base after the errant throw. Double play attempt. Takes the first pitch high and inside. Third baseman Martinez is even with the bag. Good play there by the shortstop Manny Sanchez. He raced to his right a little bit. Dave Hernandez, a good throw right in the chest, but Hernandez buried it in front of Sarmiento, who couldn't come up with it. 2-0 now. Two balls and no strikes to the 8th batter, the DH Justin Cruz. 2-1 ball game. This has been a good one, folks. One out, Eduardo Echeverria, the pitcher, and he bends one in there for a strike. Sidearm, side-winding pitcher with a runner on second. Facing the right-handed batting DH, who's looking to tie the game with a base hit. Batter calls time, there's no pitch. The 2-1 to Justin. Weakly swung at over the outside corner. Brings the count even at 2. One out, runner on second base, Nico Perez. Nico with good speed. Now the infield for the Bulldogs comes back. Here's the 2-2 swung on and fouled back. Nico up there hacking. Justin Cruz. George Gonzalez, Marcelo Torres, and Sebastian Llamosas, the outfield for the Bulldogs. So if a base hit goes out there, it's up to one of those 3 arms to throw him out at the plate. The 2-2 from Echeverria, swung on and missed. Out number 2, and a strikeout for Echeverria. Davian Fuentes is the pinch hitter for the Spartans, and Davi went yard the other day at the J.C. Bermuda's game. And the Spartans just need a base hit here. Echeverria bends one in there for a strike call. And 2 strikes away from the W.
Base hit.
Spartans are praying for a base hit from Davi. And Davi slaps one foul, but goes all the way foul. Good idea to go that way. Now with 2 strikes. Game on the line. Eduardo Echeverria versus Davi. Strike 3 of the Bulldogs win it 2-1. That's the first district game and the first season opener for the Bulldogs. I want to thank everybody for watching. It's been my absolute pleasure to be alongside of DJ Candy, my man Dennis. We've had a good time calling this game. We'll see you tomorrow at South Dade Field for the Miami Springs versus Southwest Eagles. Thank you for watching, everyone.